What's going on, you guys? This is the ElectricVideoGamer, and welcome to another edition of SmashTalk. This time, I'm going to be going over my reactions to the August 8th Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Direct that was dropped on us. And I'm not alone. Here with me is my good friend, Minaric.
Hello! My name is Minaric, also known as Proto Platformer on social media, but Minaric is what I go by now. So, hello.
Hello, Minaric. Welcome to the channel. He's very dedicated to the channel. He's a good friend of mine outside of the good old internet, so to have him on board finally. It was a struggle trying to get this set up, but I mean, it works, so who am I to complain? Anywho, that's kind of outside the point. Before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, it helps out. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so let's talk about that Smash Bros. Direct.
Oh man, it was so awesome. It's just, Sakurai and their team really outdid themselves. Truly, they have.
Absolutely. I honestly can't believe how much we saw in this Direct. If anyone's seen my predictions video, you know that I predicted 2 characters, like at the most. And we got 5.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen those 2 characters being predicted, and well, I gotta say, colored me impressed.
Exactly. And granted, quite a few of those characters we probably, like Sakurai said, you've probably seen this coming. We probably could have seen those coming. But I never would have expected Richter. Like, that's the one character that I feel like nobody expected.
Yeah, honestly, I was not expecting an Echo Fighter for Simon Belmont at all. Like really, we got the reveal of Simon Bell. That I do, but an Echo Fighter, no one saw that one coming.
Exactly, and it kind of opens the door for a lot of other characters. Like, I was talking to Minaric earlier about this, and I think Shadow's pretty much confirmed at this point. Because Richter being an Echo Fighter of Simon, first of all, Simon's a brand new character, and they already have an Echo Fighter for him. From a brand new franchise, represented in Smash anyway. And second of all, Simon and Richter are third-party characters. They're owned by Konami. So who's to say that they couldn't add another Sonic character, like Shadow?
Yeah, I mean, we could use some more Sega representation in the build for this game.
Yeah, one that's not Bayonetta, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, so yeah. I know some people might be down that Shadow wasn't announced here. I'm not, because if anything, this just outright confirms the Shadow's in the game.
Yeah, like we can just pretty much assume that Shadow will likely be in this game due to the amount of the possibilities of Echo Fighters that everyone is talking about at this point.
Alright, so why don't we start talking about the fighters a little bit. So let's talk about Simon and Richter first. What do you think of them?
Well, I'm just glad that we actually have a whip type character with few iconic weapons from their series at their disposal.
Yeah, that is awesome. I would have, like, they match. This is that Sakurai magic that people talk about. They match so perfectly with their original forms that it's not even funny. I mean, Simon and Richter even have the old school Castlevania walk, and then they throw the whip the same way they do in those NES and SNES games. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's a nice touch of the attention to detail.
And their special moves are really good too. Like, I recognize 3 of them. The axe.
The holy water.
Yeah, the holy water, the cross. And that I didn't recognize the uppercut until I realized that he was holding a dagger. And I was like, oh, that's his dagger. Instead of throwing it, he just uppercuts with it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the freeform whip thing like he did in Castlevania 4. So that's awesome.
Yeah, like plus, doesn't it remind you of Sheik's whip from like Melee and Brawl? I think
I've been hearing about that, kind of, sort of, but as you may know, I didn't really play Melee that much, so I don't remember much of it. But
yeah, I understand. I have small experience from Melee, but yeah.
Yeah, but that is cool. It's a nice little callback to Sheik from Melee and the Belmonts from Castlevania 4. And on top of that, his final smash, Final Cross, like, at first, I didn't recognize it. I thought, that's a pretty silly final smash to give Belmont. I didn't think that they would do that. But then, after they came up with the name, Final Cross, and I'm like, oh wait, that's his screen clearing move from his game. He'll pick up an item that does a screen clear. That's what that is, Final Cross.
Huh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I thought that Final Smash was just, a little bit out there, like, just for Super Smash Bros. Sake, but
yeah,
no, it is something. It is something that actually happened in the game.
Yep, it's a screen clear item from Castlevania. So, I'm honestly shocked that they had 2 Castlevania characters and Dracula's castle looks so good.
Yeah, Konami's representative characters really spicing up.
And speaking of which, can we talk about the 34 Castlevania songs?
Yeah, like, oh my goodness, 34. Like, is that like more than any other characters in the franchise is series in total?
I don't think it's more than everyone, but I have a sneaking suspicion it might actually be more than Zelda's, surprisingly. Like, I can say right now, it's definitely not more than Mario's. But it might be more than Zelda's.
Well, either way, it's up there. Like, the number of musics and number of songs in the game that, like, they really putting this all packed in this game.
I feel like they have to have a stage that uses some of that music just to pack it all in there. Because there's no way you're going to cycle through 34 songs no matter how many times you play on Dracula's Castle.
Yeah, you could be right, but, well, we'll never know until when we have our game for ourselves, and then see a secondary stage of that.
That's true. That is true. And also, can we just, like, people were like nervous about Konami and how much they would support Smash Bros. I'm honestly more nervous about Square now than anyone else, because Konami, we got Snake, we got Simon, we got Richter, we got Shadow Moses.
Bomberman as an assist trophy.
Bomberman as an assist trophy. Gray Fox as an assist trophy. Shadow Moses, Drax Castle, 34 songs for Castlevania, and who knows how many for Metal Gear Solid. Like, I'm positive that the original Snake Eater is back as a song, so honestly, like, Konami's going in on their Smash Bros. Representation. But
they're going in pretty deep.
Yeah, but unfortunately, as we saw in the trailer, we still only have 2 Final Fantasy songs.
Yeah.
That's just...
I'm curious what Square Enix could bring up besides, of course, Cloud being back and all. Gino has to come.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I am so sure that Gino is in, but at the same time, the fact that Square has barely really brought anything except for Cloud and 2 Final Fantasy songs in Midgard kind of scares me. I'm hoping...
Yeah. Oh, what if they bring Sora from Kingdom Hearts?
I mean, I would flip my lid.
Because, dude, there has been some number of Kingdom Hearts titles on Nintendo platforms. So Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts 358 and a half days. There's Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and let's see, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, like about 4 titles.
Yep. So here's the thing. I could totally see it if Sora wasn't already like arm in arm with Disney. That's the only thing that's keeping me from being like, yeah, Sora is just that Disney is involved. That's the only reason.
Yeah, Disney might be a bit of a obstacle there.
Because, like, here's the thing. If Sora comes in the game, I half expect, like... Well, okay. I was about to make a joke there.
Expect Donald and Goofy to be there, too, right?
Yeah, I was going to make a joke there. Be like, okay, Donald and Goofy have to be either assist trophies or in his final smash. But then I'm thinking, actually, for assist trophy, they could do, like, Riku. So...
Yeah, that could be a possibility, because... Riku and Sora have teamed up before.
Or Riku. Or, I mean, they made Richter an Echo Fighter of Simon. They could just make Riku an Echo Fighter of Sora. If they wanted to.
Yeah, maybe. But though if I know Riku, I know he'll have a few, misconception of his abilities, knowing because he has the power of darkness and of course Sora uses his light keyblade powers and along with fire and ice and thunder magic. And
you think Dark Samus uses actual missiles?
No.
Yeah, you get my point. But yeah, man, that's just. Anyway, let's talk about the other 2 Echo Fighters real quick. Speaking of which, Dark Samus and Chrom.
Yeah, those 2. That certainly caught me off of surprise seeing Chrom there. Like, and not to mention, he's like a mix between like at least a few fighters from the Fire Emblem series, being Roy and Ike.
Yeah, like. Here's the thing. I heard people were talking about, Chrom would be a good Echo Fighter of Ike. I'm just thinking, no, he wouldn't. Because according to Fire Emblem canon, I'm going to put on my nerd glasses right now. According to the Fire Emblem canon, Lucina learns all of her skills from her father, Chrom. So if Chrom doesn't at least have some moves that Lucina has, then it wouldn't be appropriated for the canon.
Facts.
But, I mean, making him an Echo Fighter of Roy, I think, does it right. I would say it does it right. Because while Lucina does copy some stuff from her father, Chrom is a little rougher around the edges than Lucina is. So it would make sense that he would essentially be Lucina, but a little stronger and a little bit rougher.
I can see why.
Yeah. So this honestly works out pretty good.
Oh, and another thing. Since Chrom is here, does this mean Robin's final smash is going to be something else?
I think so. Like, I mean...
Because think about it. There hasn't been any footage of Robin's final smash on E3.
Okay, here's my theories. Here's my theories on that. It could either still be pair up, but it'd be a different character. So, like, instead of Chrom... Well, give me a second. So, like, instead of Chrom, it would be maybe, like, Tiki or Tharja with him or her this time. Or... What's your suggestion?
I would say something, but it'll also involve some spoilers in Awakening.
Awakening's been out for 7 years. I think you can spoil it just a little bit. In fact, I'll just put a... Hang on. I'll just put a warning tab. I'll just put a warning tab in the video. So, wait about 3 seconds and then go into spoilers. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
What if they bring the dragon. Uh, what's that dragon that killed Lucina's father again?
The fell dragon Grima.
Grima, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The fell.
Yep, the fell dragon Grima. I agree. That's the other option, I think. It's either pair up with another Awakening character or it's Grima.
Yeah, that I see some possibilities from there as well, but who knows? Because hey, if Trom is still there, well, there could be a possibility that I could still think of. Who knows? Maybe Pro Man might be an Elko Fire, but that's just my thinking. We don't have to discuss that yet.
I mean, we'll go into what we think later on, but
Yeah.
let's move on to. Well, we didn't talk about Dark Samus yet. What do you think about Dark Samus?
Oh yeah, Dark Samus. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I love her idol animation they give her with a bit of levitation alone for it's like.
It looks so good. Her idol animation looks so good. It just screams intimidation. Just like, you think you can hit me? Go on. Give it a try. And her movements are just so good. I like that she just floats. Like she's like this big bad boss.
It's really spot on. It's really spot on.
It really is. And I love the splash they did with the all the villains. So they had like Ridley and Dark Samus and the Metroid and Mother Brain.
Yeah.
That was so good. Oh man. Metroid got 2 more characters in this game. Metroid got 2 characters in this game. I think we're going to see a lot of series that didn't otherwise get a bunch of characters get a bunch of characters.
Well,
I think we're still going to get... I think we're going to see quite a few franchises that didn't have a lot of characters get a lot of characters.
yeah, because now Metroid has 4.
Right. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about Dark Samus. She seems to be a carbon copy of Samus. Her final smash is basically the Zero laser, but I'm just gonna call it the what was that laser from Metroid Prime? Phazon. The Phazon laser. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it the Phazon laser.
Okay, good name.
Yep. Alright, so I guess with that we can say that there are no more Metroid characters in the game. I think we're done with the Metroid.
As far as we know currently.
Yeah. But yeah. Alright, now let's move on to the big one. The big one. The one that shook the jungle. King. DDD. No. King K. Rool.
Oh boy, what a tease.
I can't believe it. Well, actually I can, but it's so good. The trailer was so good. Sakurai just... Because, you know, like you mentioned to me before, Sakurai's the voice of DDD, so he was just trolling us to troll us. And I love how they did all of DDD's.
Right.
I love how they did basically all of DDD's animations from his games for how he was laughing. Because when I saw him laughing, I was like, oh, he looks the same as he does when he's laughing in the Kirby game.
Yeah.
But still, DDD took that L for... And it was a worthy cause because it gave us K. Rool.
Yeah, for real.
Tell you what, though, I'm definitely having a villains tag for when we do some Smash Bros. Battles. So, like,
we have a good set of villains and anti-heroes for what we could come up with for as tournament wise.
Yeah, like I plan to have like one of the options, like if we have like a Smash event, and then we have like where we have random events. I plan to have one be up where everyone plays as boss characters or villains. Honestly, I like what someone said about this. Much like last game, much like how with Smash 4, it was all about the female fighters. I feel like Smash Ultimate is going to be all about the villain.
Yeah, the villains are finally going to get their treatment this time.
And that's good too.
We have two big bad ones in the mix, being King K. Rool and Ridley.
Yes.
And of course, Dark Samus.
Yes. And can we, like I talked about how much love he showed to Psymaker. Can we talk about how much love he showed to K. Rool?
Yeah, they really outdid themselves with this character.
I mean, seriously. He throws the crown like in Donkey Kong Country 1. He has the cannonball.
And he even has the jetpack in 3.
Yep. And of course, the final smash is the one where he has a laser and he blows up DK Island from DK64. I love how it's basically the game over sequence of DK64.
Oh yeah.
Man, all these villains are straight up ready to just kill all the heroes. Ridley blowing up Samus' ship, K. Rool blowing up DK Island. It's crazy.
Yep. They mean business.
They're villains, if they better.
Yeah, they should.
But honestly, man, like, and that's just with the characters. Can we talk about the stages? 103 stages.
Yeah, that is a lot. I assume there's more that's probably still to be revealed by the time the game is released. But yeah, that is a good number.
Yeah, I honestly think that there are more. Like, it sounded like he said, okay, these are all the game. But yet at the same time, we saw that Monster Hunter arena. So unless that's part of some sort of story mode or something, that's got to be a stage, and that's not listed on the website.
Yeah, that can't be that can't be just shown in for nothing.
And for the record, I know I mentioned like on the website they don't show all the assist trophies, but they do show 103 stages, just as it said in that direct. And but none of them are that Monster Hunter stage that we saw.
So yeah, that definitely does look like some stage or wherever mode that's supposed to be in. That's most likely to take place in.
Yeah, that's either a stage, a Monster Hunter stage, which means we have more stages, or it's some sort of story mode stage, or not story mode, but adventure mode, or something like that.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
And by the way, on top of that, like we talked about villains, there are a ton of bosses too. Now that I realize it, Yellow Devil's back. What's his name? Metal Face is back.
Yep.
Rathalos is a boss. Dracula's a boss. So, man, this game is going in.
For real.
And then the music, over 900 music tracks.
Oh man, I wonder how many people are gonna listen to all that by the time the game is released. Because I would enjoy listening to the song, but I would probably take them from my favorites. But man,
I mean, look, you know, I had that Smash Bros. CD from getting Wii U and 3DS. So I got that Smash Bros. CD. That doesn't even come close to this. And on top of that, like, Smash 3DS had this feature, but it only had like 200 songs or so, maybe less. So
Yeah, it's definitely less. The Wii U had way more than the 3DS.
yeah. So now we're getting all 900 songs, and we can. Switch is awesome, and we can just take it with us anywhere and listen to it in sleep mode. Man, I'm gonna be blaring Botchin' Kaito's Origins in my ear the whole time. Look, it's just gonna be Botchin' Kaitos, then it's gonna be City Escape, and then it's gonna be doggone the Xenoblade remix, and then Gerudo Valley. Man, oh my goodness, the music. The music in K. Rool's trailer was so good too.
I know. I look forward to listening to Mega Man X's intro highway thing.
That's right, they played that for the assist trophies, right? I thought I recognized that
Yeah,
song.
they played that for with Zero coming in.
Yep.
And the assist trophies as well.
Yep. Oh man, awesome. And then speaking of assist trophies, I mean, this is another one of my predictions was that someone was going to get disappointed anyway, and I'm sure some people were disappointed by some of the assist trophies too.
Oh, I know a good few too, especially on Zero's side.
Ooh, yeah. And then
Because Zero himself, he has moves.
he does.
Moves that could definitely qualify him as a playable fighter. Heck, he even has he even was playable in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Infinite.
He does, and you're right. He definitely could be a fighter, but they made him an assist trophy. I mean, it's not all bad. First of all, can we talk about how many assist trophies just walk around and do a bunch of different attacks?
Yeah, they definitely put in some moves with these characters.
Yeah, because think about it. Takamaru still walks around and does attacks. Girahim still walks around and does attacks. Bomberman technically.
He also sometimes pull out remote bombs.
Yeah. Bomberman technically. Sukapon technically. Alucard. Alucard definitely seems like he would have a full moveset. I feel like Sakurai solely made him an assist trophy just because we just want to put 2 Castlevania characters in here. We don't want to overdo it. I feel like that's the only reason. Right. I feel like it's the only reason he made Alucard an assist trophy, because Alucard looks like a full moveset.
Yeah, it would be sort of interesting on how they would incorporate a vampire in this game. Yeah, as a playable fighter. Yeah,
he seems like he has a full kit, so it's kind of weird. I love Tom. Tom Fox. He retweeted in a tweet about there might be a mode.
Oh, and also don't forget, we have our very first indie character, Shovel Knight.
Yes, Shovel Knight. I'm excited. Like, this opens the door for a bunch of indie representation in Smash. I mean, kind of, I guess, because even though he is an indie character, he's a pretty big character to the point where he's basically a third party at this point.
Yeah,
but honestly, I don't see the difference in it between indie and third party anyway. If it ain't owned by Nintendo, then it's third party, basically. So, but yeah, honestly, at this point, I honestly think that Shantae might be a playable character.
It's possible, but we just gotta wait and see when how the roster will be for his other characters through.
Yeah, I'm not holding my.
I don't want to go too deep on my predictions list just yet.
I understand. I'm not holding out on that, really. Like, Shantae's like on the bottom of the list of characters that I would expect to see in Smash. Like, Shadow's at the top. Shadow's like at the top, and then Shantae's like near the bottom. She's a character that I could see being in Smash, so she's well above other characters. But she's like on the bottom of the list of characters that I could see in Smash, basically. So I would love it, but we'll see. Anywho, beyond that, let's talk about the modes a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Let's speak up on it.
All right. So first of all, I want to talk about Excuse me. I want to talk about Stamina Smash. Stamina is a main mode now, so you can mix it up with other stuff like time and stocks.
Yeah, I'm glad that's back.
Yeah, so now you can have a stock match with stamina. It's not relegated to Special Smash anymore. So that's going to be awesome. Just imagine everyone has like 300 HP and you got to whittle them down, and everyone has like 3 lives.
Yeah. Oh boy, that'll be a fun one to do.
Mm-hmm. And then, what else? What other modes were there? They showed... Oh my goodness.
They showed off a new final Smash bar.
Yes, this final Smash meter. That is awesome. I honestly think that could be competitive, but on a lower level. You want to know what that reminded me of?
That reminded me of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale kind of special level 1, level 2, level 3 special attack meters.
Yes, that is what it reminded me of too. It reminded a lot of people of that. And it's like, oh, so Smash Bros did it, but it's better. So there's just more dirt on PlayStation All-Stars grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of Battle Royale, let's talk about Smashdown. That mode looks awesome. I never would have thought of that, but it makes so much sense.
That is unique. Like playing all the characters you see on the roster until the very last one you pick standing is that is something I did not expect to be a unique type of mode for this game.
I know. Better get good with all characters. That's all I gotta say.
For real. Oh lordy, I have to look forward to that.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty... I love using a bunch of different characters. I love using some of my favorite characters, so I think I would be okay with this so long as people don't take too many of my characters. Just as long as they don't take too many of the ones that I'm good with, and I won't show any weaknesses of the ones I play as, and I'll show them off, then yeah, we're good. Alright, just a forewarning, if anybody leaves me with Olimar, our friendships are done.
I mean, I like Olimar and I enjoyed playing as him in Brawl, but oh boy, that was the absolute last choice.
Yeah, nobody better not leave me with Olimar. Oh man. And yeah, what else?
Oh, morph.
Yes, stage morphs.
Stage morphs.
Stage morphs looks so good. Oh my goodness, I never would have thought of that, but it's so good. It's such a good idea. Just have it to where you just...
It reminded me one of the Fire Emblem stages.
Yep, Castle Siege.
Yeah, Castle Siege.
Imagine having Castle Siege on stage morph.
I just thought of that now.
That would be crazy. Castle Siege on stage morph. And on top of that, stage morph into either electric or 75 meters.
Oh man, that's just stage right there.
That is ultra banned. And then
man.
and then one more thing, one more mode. What was it? The thing was it? Well, there's two more. Squad Strike. They did it. You went out for a moment there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still here.
All right. Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, Squad Strike. You remember Squad Strike?
I love it already.
Yep. They actually did it. Like, I was sure after people kept talking about it, I'm like, I'm sure they're going to have a mode where you can pick character. Where you can pick multiple characters and use those as essentially your stocks. And this is pretty much it. It seems like so far it's...
I mean, I was about to say, it kind of reminded me, like, under final round on Smash Tour from P2, was it? Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that sort of thing, except this time you don't have to do all that board game crud at all. Like,
yes. Yes, honestly, I did want this because this was just such a good idea. So far, it seems to only be limited to like one person versus one person, or if everyone decides to pick a character, then you add on the characters. But hopefully, they do make something like that its own thing, where you could do like 4v, free for all, and everyone switches characters when they lose stock.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some strategy there.
Either way, that's awesome. And then there's one more mode, and that's tourney. That's
tournament?
Yeah, tournament.
Yeah. The new tournament looks awesome already. You can have like what to say, up to 32 players or something.
Yeah. Yep.
30. Yeah, you can have up to 30 players on them and set and have the tourney made set on a line. And dude, we gotta do that sort of thing when these games come out.
Oh, we will. Oh, we definitely will. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for this. I really am.
Same here.
Yes, and on top of that, classic mode. They showed off classic mode finally.
Oh yes. Oh man, the classic mode it's how it should be. It's how it should be. Back from 64 and Melee. This kind of classic mode, I'm good with. Yes.
I wonder if they'll still let you bet coins into it though, like they did in Wii U and 3DS. Because I kind of did like that. Maybe I'm a masochist. I don't know, but I kind of did like that.
I don't see why not, but we'll have to wait and see for that, though.
Also, I just love how they show like the classic mode and some of the features of it, but of course they steer clear of actual Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Like, no sign of Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Dude, wouldn't it be crazy though if they actually put like Master Hand in as a character?
Part of me would imagine that, even though that would seem a little tedious, but also part of me just think that I prefer him just to be an endgame boss.
I prefer it too, but at the same time, Sakurai and his team are crazy. Like, they put in two custom characters, so I don't know. Like, that seems like the perfect crazy thing to just put a lid on the masterpiece that is Smash Bros. Ultimate.
or what if they make a joke character but have Sackboy be in, and then give Sackboy a Master Hand and Crazy Hand hands to fight, and there you go. we have we have that character.
Well, there's our PlayStation character, guys.
Even though that's kind of Super Smash Flash 2's idea of Sackboy, but except this one will have Master Hand and Crazy Hand, in actual hand size, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, what do you think this means for the future? All of this combined.
For the game as a whole.
Yes.
Well, I could definitely see some esports tournament or and maybe possibly big Evo type of fighting games be big for this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, there's so much you can do now.
Yeah, this game is definitely going to be at Evo next year, and Smash 4 is out. Smash 4 is just gone.
Yeah, if someone mentions Smash 4, I'm like, Smash 4? What's that?
Like, after seeing this direct, like the last direct I watched, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can see there might be some things different for Smash 4, but this is awesome. This direct pretty much said to me, okay, if you play this game, Smash 4 doesn't exist. It's no longer needed. It's obsolete.
Yeah, exactly. This game, it's already almost built to perfection.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, people will still play Melee, like, no matter what. But if they actually put in a story mode, like a legit story mode, then we could throw Brawl in the trash too.
Oh man, the humanity is the possibilities this game will be.
This game will overshadow all of them. Like, we know there's going to be some sort of adventure mode because of that green blurred out mode.
Yeah, it's a big mystery right now.
Yeah, they wouldn't blur it out for something like Smash Run or Smash Tour, or even really something that's legit old. I don't think they would do that. It's got to be some sort of adventure mode.
Whatever it is, they wouldn't want to ruin the surprise just yet.
Yeah, they're holding on to that. They're like, hey, we got a new mode for you. Oh, you want it? Well, you're just going to have to wait a little bit.
Right.
Oh.
And the hype continues.
I know. And we're still going to get more. He said there's more characters coming. And on top of that, the mode. He still didn't talk about online. Like, nothing about online. We know it's there.
Yeah, it just hasn't been mentioned yet.
Yeah. And then going by characters, like character predictions.
Oh, by the way, one other thing I wanted to talk about before you went. The assist trophy captain, the bus.
Yes.
Yeah, that had me dying. Like, oh man, this character is going to take you to school. Like, no.
You want to know what my first reaction to that was? And I feel so bad. I hate myself for it. He picked up Mario. Mario was gone. I'm like, see you in Fortnite.
Oh,
my mind immediately went to Reggie saying, I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet you all on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Yeah, that's legit.
I almost want to just play the game and play as many times as possible with a Reggie me and try to get assist trophies. Try to get the captain assist trophy just to have Reggie riding in the bus.
Yep, next stop, KO Station.
Oh, man. But yeah, going off of that, like, honestly, characters, he said, don't expect too many new fighters, and yet he gives us 5 in this one direct, and says there's more.
Yeah,
but,
he's really teasing this this kind of information that they're giving, like especially with the characters that's already been revealed so far.
Exactly. Like I still think Shadow's in. I'm 100% sure Shadow's in. I still think Gino's in. Verge's been a leaker. Leaked pretty much Ridley, Belmont, Snake, all characters, blah blah blah. And he also said Isabel. So I think Isabel's in. We're definitely getting a Gen 7 Pokemon.
And I'm just wondering the whereabouts of Isaac from Golden Sun.
Isaac might be in. I don't know, but Isaac might be in. I still think we're going to get Elma. So don't expect too many new challengers, my foot. Maybe he just means don't expect too many original new challengers.
Could be true.
And most of the newcomers we get will be Echo Fighters, which I'm okay with. Because honestly, I play the Echo Fighters way more than I do the original characters anyway. Like, I love Roy, but I guarantee you I'm going to be playing Chrom a bit more than Roy. I like Cena and Dark Pit more than I do Marth and Pit. I'll probably play Daisy more than Peach.
Yeah, I mean, Daisy is one of my favorite female characters. I'm just glad she's in as a fighter.
Yes, me too. Like, the only characters I could realistically see myself just playing the originals of are Samus, Simon, and Sonic. The 3 S's. Samus, Simon, and Sonic. I had to say that 3 times fast.
Oh, yeah, I can see why. Look, like, we are at least expecting to see if Shadow will be, in, as because there is possibilities now. There possibilities of certain characters that we will expect and not expect to see in the game, man.
Yeah, I'm sure Shadow's in, and I would like cry if with Shadow came a Radical Highway stage. Like, I would actually cry.
Dude, that would be awesome. That would be legit iconic if they do that.
Like, just hearing a remix of Radical Highway and I'd be down. Be like, oh yes. Or they should just play All Hail Shadow like everyone else does.
Yeah. But they could also incorporate some of the, Generation DS's music of Radical Highway in.
Yeah.
Yes. I meant, yeah.
Yeah, I do hope they do that, but I don't want to... Honestly, this Smash Bros. Game so far is, like, perfect. Everything else is just... They're just putting more cherries on top of this cake. It's just going to be a cherry-filled cake. And then they're going to be like, okay, let's put some whipped cream on it, too. And then it's just going to be a whipped cream-filled cake. It's like, okay, we get it. You're putting too many toppings on the cake. Let me eat the cake. And then when the game comes out and Sakurai's like, hey, guess what? We got even more for you. It's just him shoving the cake in everyone's mouths. You get the whole cake. And you get the whole cake. Good lord. I said this in my reaction video, which I'll post at some point, but there's no doubt in my mind now that this is the greatest Smash Brothers game that has ever been.
Yeah, this looks well down packed to be a very good crossover fighting game we will enjoy.
Absolutely. All right. So, with that, are there any final thoughts about the Direct?
Well, that actually covers pretty much it.
Okay then. Well, if that's all, then I guess we'll call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. It helps out. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And tell me what you thought of the April 8th Smash Bros. Direct. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. And once again, thank you very much for joining me, Minaric. Can you please tell everyone where they can find you?
Sure, you can find me at Minaric_X on Twitter. And of course, you can also sometimes find me on YouTube comments because that's what I do to support this channel. So, yeah, you can pretty much find me in either of those.
All right, well, thank you very much. And with that, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.
Hasta.